You've represented your clients in criminal, civil, commercial, and other matters. And again, as we transition, there is the public perception of matters in court. There is bunge la wananchi, there is also the public perception of matters in court here. And on this we speak about the defense of the late Chomli. And you were involved with it to some extent, of course, with respect to the departed. What's your view, the benefit of hindsight, when you look at matters in court, legal, and again, public perception matters out of court? And many times we hear sub judice. You can use this opportunity to just unpack that for us.
Yes. Well, I think it's important to realize that in any dispute, whenever there's a matter that has public interest of some kind, there will be the perception, the perspective of the public, and there will be the perspective, as it were, of court. The public, of course, have their view is not just restricted to what evidence is produced in court, or what evidence, not just evidence which is produced in court, but evidence which is admissible in court, because not all evidence that is produced in court is admissible for purposes of determining the fate of that individual, and so the public probably don't know that. Or if they do, they don't care. They only have...
Or they've chosen not to care.
No, they probably feel that this matter should be dealt with in this way. But you see, there are strictures that bind the court in the way that they will deal with the evidence that is placed before them. And so that you might find that what the public thinks should happen doesn't happen, mainly because the rules of evidence have made it impossible for certain evidence to be brought in, or certain evidence to be somehow to be made to fit the case. And so decisions are made on that basis.
And let's get to commissions of inquiry, because you've been involved in commissions of inquiry from both sides of the fence, as it were.
Yes.
And 3 points here I'd like to look at. Defending a client like you did during the Goldenberg Commission of Inquiry. What does that place one as legal counsel?
Yeah. Well, you see, in the commissions of inquiry, first of all, what the commission is trying to do is to investigate, basically, to investigate a particular subject matter, and individuals or corporates who may in some way be involved or in that investigation. So your responsibility of an advocate in those circumstances is not only to assist the commission to arrive at a just determination of what the matter in which they're looking into, but also to ensure that your clients, if you're representing for a particular client, your client's interest and your client's position is also made clear. And so we do not normally talk about defending a client in a commission. You're representing them, and all you're doing basically is putting forward their side of the story, which otherwise they would probably not be heard.